Welcome back, friends, to my playthrough of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we boarded the adrift starship MSV Cornucopia to investigate the starship, which turned out to have Geth husks on board. And apparently the MSV Cornucopia went near the Perseus Veil, discovered an artifact, after which it set course directly to the Perseus Veil, and then it returned to, well, where it was, at the state that it was in. So according to our assessment, it's either a trap or a warning by the Geth as to what would happen to anyone who traveled to the Perseus Veil. And after that, we travel back to the Hades Gamma cluster because we discovered two new star systems, which are the Caicus system and the Plutus system. And after reading the wiki a little bit, I confirmed our suspicion at the last episode that those two star systems are discovered upon getting the alignment-based assignment. And in our case, we got the Paragon-based assignment on the planet Chohei. And we went to the Plutus system, to the planet Nonuel. And the reason we cannot get into the Warlord's base on Nonuel is because we don't have sufficient Renegade points to unlock the Renegade-based assignment. And apparently the rule goes we need 90% on either bar to unlock the assignment, and after which, if we are somehow able to fill the other bar up to 80%, we'll unlock the other assignment. So in our case, if we can somehow fill 80% of the Renegade bar, we'll unlock the Renegade assignment on Nonuel. So that was quite interesting. And that was what happened in the last episode. But in this episode, we are going to take care of this assignment right here. Geth activities. Files from an encrypted Geth terminal indicated that the Geth may be amassing a large fighting force in the Armstrong cluster. If true, this could be the precursor to a full-on war with the Geth. Head to the Armstrong Nebula cluster to investigate what the Geth are up to. Wait, I thought nebulas are nebulae. Nebulas? And clusters are cluster. Like, I thought we don't have to add the cluster at the end of Armstrong Nebula. I thought we can just say head to the Armstrong Nebula to investigate what the Geth are up to. Well, I learned something new today. Okay. That's what we're gonna do in this episode, so without any further ado, let's get right back into the game. Let's keep zooming out. And I think, if I remember correctly, the Armstrong Nebula is somewhere... Okay, good. Okay.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
Okay. I thought we would go to only one planet for this assignment. Turns out we need to go to 4. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna finish all of them in this episode.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Wow, sure enough. We actually have 4 systems in the Armstrong Nebula. We've got the Hong system, the Vamshi system, the Gagarin system, and the Tereshkova system. Okay. Let's travel to the Hong system first. Okay, let's start our exploration of the Hong system with the planet Pomal. Pomal is an enormous terrestrial planet with a very dense atmosphere of carbon dioxide and sodium. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sodium oxides and deposits of nickel. There is evidence that Pomal was once covered with broad, shallow seas. Should a probe ever be sent to the surface, a check for ancient fossil life might prove valuable. I wonder what they mean by broad, shallow seas. How shallow are we talking about? Okay. Wait, we couldn't survey the planet, I don't think. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna simply travel to the next planet, Caspian. Oh, this is one of our destinations actually. Caspian is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world, with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Caspian has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through the debris trail of a long-period comet. The surface temperature of this planet is almost 100 degrees Celsius though. Are we sure about its habitability? And we're gonna break some law by landing on the planet, but then again we are Spectre, so I think we are above such laws, and we are going to land on this planet to take care of the Geth. Anyway, it's not like we land without any good reason, so we'll land on Caspian eventually, but now we travel to the planet Matar first. Matar is a terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere composed of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of copper. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Matar lacks a magnetic field. This makes it useless for discharging FTL drive cores in orbit. The energetic particles of solar wind from Hong strike the upper atmosphere directly, ionizing the krypton. This gives the planet its distinctive minty green-white hue. Surveying the planet, we recover Matriarch Dilinaga's writings. Scans of Matar revealed debris from a destroyed Asari freighter. Further scans uncovered a body, which was brought on board. Dr. Chakwas examined it but learned nothing about its origins. Among the Asari's personal effects, however, was one of Matriarch Dilinaga's writings. Okay. Now we travel to the planet Theshaka. Theshaka is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. In the past, it was often used as a drive-discharge point for pirates raiding human settlements from the Terminus systems. In 2178, the Alliance set up a network of covert sensing devices on Theshaka's moons. Recordings of pirate FTL exit vectors over the course of 6 months led the Alliance Navy to 8 major pirate anchorages. Since the Theshaka raids, no ships from the Terminus have been reported in the Hong system. Okay. Interesting profile for that planet, what with the pirates and all. Now we travel to the planet Trigger. Trigger is a tiny ice dwarf with a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The frozen surface is mainly composed of water ice and ammonia. Cryovolcanic processes are gradually repaving the surface with sheets of fresh ice. Okay. Surveying the planet, we detected a deposit of the light metal lithium. Still not quite sure what cryovolcanic processes are. They sound cool though. I wonder if that means like volcanic activity under like a thick sheet of ice, or in an ice world like this one. That would be it for the Hong system for now, and we travel to the Vamshi system next. We begin our exploration with the planet Magi, which is one of our destinations apparently. Magi orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A4111, which burns at half again the temperature of Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class M5111, over 220 times the size of Sol. Magi has a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant wind, stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from Terminus systems occasionally use Magi for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarreling shipmates, or even, when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. This planet is like the innermost planet to a star system with 2 stars, and its surface temperature is only like minus 121 degrees Celsius. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around this information. Okay, we will eventually land on Magi, but we travel to the planet Pregel for now. Pregel is an enormous terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and ethane. Its surface is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of aluminum. No landing has ever been attempted. I wonder why. Turian insignia recovered. While scanning the planet Pregel, you discovered several marker buoys orbiting it. Chief Engineer Adams secured some high-res optical images of the buoys, which appeared to have been neglected for some time. Each one was marked with the Baetica colony insignia. And now we travel to the planet Almos. Almos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sodium darkening its atmosphere. Well, okay then. Only 3 planets to explore in the Vamshi system, and now we travel to the Gagarin system. We start by traveling to the planet Junthor. Junthor is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of nickel. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins had subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of archaeologies and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When Asari linguists finally managed a translation, the elaborate relief carvings said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the Id." I wonder what all this is about. Surveying the planet, Matriarch's writings recovered. Scans revealed a wrecked freighter orbiting one of Junthor's smaller moons. A recon team found no signs of life, but they did recover one of Matriarch Dilinaga's writings. I wonder who makes up the recon team. Okay, that was the planet Junthor. Now we travel to the planet Prescia. Prescia is a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant with large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Mercury, declared his immediate retirement. He disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. It was only 200 years ago that his ship was found on the surface of Prescia's largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was ever found. Wow, did he know of this planet before? That's interesting. Oh, now we travel to the planet Rayingri, which is one of our destinations. Rayingri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid, dubbed VATS by the initial Solarian surveyor team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Rayingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Rayingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. I didn't think that people would actually, travel to see this spectacle of two planets tearing each other apart. That sounds very dangerous. We'll eventually land on Reingri, but now we travel to the planet Sogilrus first. Sogilrus is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottoms of recent craters. The dark coloration of the surface is caused by a carbon and ferrous material, pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. And now we travel to the planet Antirumgon. Antirumgon is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. Antirumgon has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus. Antirumgon has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance frigate patrols dot the surface. But always, the pirates return to ground their ship's drive charges, chip out some water ice, and trade slaves and stories. The deeper layers of Antirumgon's interior are semi-liquid slush due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core create this natural antifreeze. Some species of Terminus pirate drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. I thought they were using it for something else, but I don't know, I get the sense that they just drink the stuff, but maybe I'm mistaken. Just because it says natural alcohol and pirates drill through the ice to get it doesn't mean they're drinking it directly, I don't think. Now that I put some more thought into it. Okay, but let's survey the planet. We surveyed the light metal cobalt. I think we haven't came across a pirate so far. We met some mercenaries, but if I understand it correctly, we have yet to meet pirates, right? I wonder what they are like. Okay, let's begin our exploration of the Tereshkova system by investigating this asteroid belt. It's a carbonaceous asteroid. Medallion recovered. While scanning the asteroid field and the Tereshkova system, you picked up some anomalous readings. After some daring maneuvering by Joker, a small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items discovered was a League of One medallion. This, of course, is the only remaining collection assignment we have, so I'm excited that we are progressing in that assignment as well. And now we travel to the planet Antibar, which is one of our destinations actually. Antibar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. And yet there's no hazard levels for this planet. I also find interesting how the planet profile talks about atmosphere thickness and its relation to the temperature of the planet, which we talked about in the last episode. Okay, now we travel to the planet Patamalrus. Patamalrus' atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Unlike Venus, however, Patamalrus' atmosphere has a significant quantity of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developing on Patamalrus. Computer modeling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Tereshkova stars will blow off Patamalrus' atmosphere in a few million years, lowering the temperature on the surface to the -70s. From 451 Celsius. Wow. That's how important atmospheres are. And surveying this planet, we found a small deposit of the heavy metal iridium. Let me check something. So this planet has a -34 degrees Celsius surface temperature, and Patamalrus, its neighbor in the outer orbit, has a higher surface temperature. This was what I was talking about last episode, where sometimes the planet in the inner orbit is actually colder than the planet in the outer orbit. How can that be? I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. Because I don't think that's supposed to happen, right? In any case, let's travel to the planet Hunsalra now. Hunsalra is a small hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has unusually large amounts of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by the solar wind. Hunsalra's convenience as a place to dump drive charge has left its orbit littered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crews. Again with the typos. I haven't been mentioning those that we encountered so far in this episode, but visiting, really? And now we travel to the planet Thegis. Thegis is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates with deposits of carbon. Thegis has a low mass for its size and is tidally locked to the star Tereshkova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant gale force winds across the terminator. Surveying the planet, we detected a large deposit of the heavy metal mercury. And now we travel to the planet Solmerlon. Solmerlon is one of Tereshkova's two outer worlds, significantly removed from the rest of the system and with unstable elliptical orbits. It is thought they may have formed within 3 AU of the binary stars and were hurled outward due to the instability of such an orbit. Solmerlon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it a distinct gray color. And of course, we discussed this in the earlier episodes that the galaxy map don't portray the more elliptical orbits like Pluto's, but they made an explanation for Pluto that humanity actually actively tried and succeeded to make Pluto's orbit more circular, if I remember correctly. There has been no mention for Solmerlon, but maybe after being blown away from the stars, it has made its orbit circular somehow. And by the way, some of the systems in the Armstrong Nebula cluster actually have multiple stars, but we cannot quite see it in the galaxy map either. But I am so excited for the twin stars though. It's gonna be like Tatooine. I hope we can see these twin stars from the planets we can land on. Now we travel to the planet Mawinor. Mawinor is the second of Tereshkova's outer worlds. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice, but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica. Like the gas giant Solmerlon, it is thought that Mawinor formed too close to the Tereshkova stars and was thrown outwards by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be ejected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Yeah, in this planet, in this episode we have came across mentions of wayward planets and planets being ejected from its system. I wonder if this is a thing that happens in our universe. It is likely because they take science into consideration when writing this lore, I think. And yeah, I find the notion of a wandering quote-unquote planet very interesting. I didn't think it was possible, and that sounds exactly like what Sephiroth is trying to do in Advent Children, right? He's trying to travel the stars with the planet Gaia and travel with Genova, his mother. If I remember correctly, that's what he wanted to do in that movie. I just wonder what it would be like, because, for example, our Earth, right, if it were to be moved slightly closer or slightly further from the sun, the temperature of the Earth will change drastically, right? I would imagine moving closer would, I don't know, evaporate our oceans, something like that, whereas moving further would freeze them over. So using a planet to travel the stars doesn't seem like a very sound idea. Like, the moment it happens, the planet becomes inhabitable, I imagine. So I don't know what Sephiroth is thinking about. Of course, in the case of the planets Solmerlon and Mawinor, they are not habitable planets, I don't think, so they would just be, wandering the stars on their own. And even then, it also sounds scary, right? Because, I don't know, they may bump into other celestial bodies and brought about great destruction, I think. Maybe that's not necessarily how things go, considering each celestial bodies have its own gravity fields and all that, so I don't know. I'm nowhere near being in the vicinity of adequate astrophysical knowledge to be talking extensively about any of this, so let's just land on Casbin now. And we're gonna bring the ladies this time, Tali and Liara. Well, Tali because we're gonna be dealing with the Geth, and Liara because, well, it's been a while since we last saw this combination. So, let's go. Okay. Oh, let's check out our journal now. Eliminate all 4 Geth outposts identified in the Armstrong cluster. The outposts are located in the Gagarin, Tereshkova, Hong, and Vamshi systems. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, let's pull up our map. And this is our main destination. So let's travel like here. We're gonna go clockwise as usual. And let's save our game first, just in case. Okay, we're not climbing these cliffs, are we? Yeah, I'm just gonna go around. Maybe go up this side. Right away, this planet has an interesting look. It's a pre-garden planet, so I expected grass on the surface. And yet this planet doesn't look quite like Eletania or the other habitable planets we've been to. Thanks to how the sky looks. Oh! Wow, we're jammed already.
On my way.
Okay. Because Tally has a combat detection, and Shepard too actually. He can be unjammed on foot, but not while we're on the Mako. I noticed that there's a mineral deposit near here. Now I'm wondering if we should just put it on hold. Since we're gonna be dealing with the Geth and this jamming signal. Yeah, okay, let's put it on hold then. And we're gonna get that deposit after we deal with the Geth. At which point our minimap will be unjammed, or at least that's the hope. And you know what? Just to be safe, let's stay on the high grounds. I think our... Oh. Oh. Is this that mineral deposit we saw or another one? Oh. This has to be the one we saw. Ooh. Those are Geth armatures, guys. Okay, we are actually gonna keep putting that on hold. Interesting how we are no longer jammed though. Oh. That was quite the air time. So nothing, huh? Oh. Well, okay then. Let's just travel to this anomaly. Oh, no. There's a deposit somewhere. Why did we not see it earlier when we were upstairs? Okay, this is some nonsense. Okay, let me see. Come on, Miko. Oh, okay, this isn't good. This isn't a good start to our exploration. It's about there, right? Yep. Okay, let's make our way around one more time. Come on, Miko. Again, I'm often frustrated with the forward boost. Then again, all those years ago I was able to do this without it, so maybe I'm just relying on that too much. Okay, so there actually are two mineral deposits here. One is too close to the Geth armatures for us to be able to do much with it. So okay, let's get this one first then at least. Oh, yep.
On my way.
It's a samarium deposit. I think this is a rare element, if I remember correctly. Yep. Good. Get some money. Get some EXP, most importantly. Yeah, at this point, we're doing this more for the EXP. Whoa! Okay, we're gonna have to go here. I don't see us scaling this cliff. Oh. Oh. Okay. Beautiful sun though. I think I found our target. Oh. Never mind. Oh. And now we're just stuck. Great. What? It's at the top of this part? This planet is challenging, guys. Oh, there it is. Beacon. Okay. Thankfully we have Tally with us. ID tag recovered. Buried under the beacon was an identification tag for Captain Thane. There is no indication of why it was hidden here or who buried it in the first place. Let's go to this debris now. Ooh, no. I was about to say let's maintain our elevation if at all possible. It was not at all possible. Oh. Come on, Mako. We have to try to get back to where we were, I think. Oh, come on. Maybe I shouldn't be using the forward boost that much, huh? Because sometimes I overshoot it, you know? Oh, that was promising. That was promising. Oh, come on, Mako. Had we kept the tires firmly planted on the cliff, we would have been able to move forward, I think. Oh my god. It is indeed atop that cliff, isn't it? Oh my god, Mako, just go. Just keep going sideways. Maybe the problem is the forward boost I kept spamming. And I shouldn't go, you know, vertical like that. I should go like sideways and stuff. Okay. Ooh, no. Okay. Oh, it's on the other side of the cliff. On the cliff. Off the cliff. Come on, my pronunciation. Whoa. And everybody dies. Okay, let's salvage this crashed probe. Actually, that made me curious. What would have determined how challenging a terrain on a planet be? I mean, in this game it's the designers, of course, but like in terms of science, like what determines that? Yeah, there's something for me to study in between the episodes, I guess. Okay, for some reason we have enemies here. Seems to be either turrets. Oh, they are indeed turrets. I was about to say either turrets. Oh, either turrets or armatures, and we see both of them. Who? I have a nice cover over here. Oh. Oh no, I missed. Okay. The Mako performed really well. We didn't take any damage somehow. Okay, let's deactivate this Geth transmitter, guys. Discovery. The Geth array is transmitting regular data bursts on an encrypted channel. using the Alliance's own FTL convoys. It's not clear where the data is being directed, nor the content of the signal. I'm guessing we're gonna see... What is this? We're gonna keep seeing these in the 4 planets we're visiting, and it will eventually lead us somewhere, or at least that's the hope. What is that? Oh, it's a mineral deposit. Let's get it then. Whoa! Okay. I wonder what I used the outward boost for all those years ago. Because now I don't use it that often, just to break some fall, you know, it's more like a flavor thing
Cover me.
rather than a functional one. Maybe I should use it more often. Okay, it's a gold deposit, very nice. And I think we can make our way toward the Geth outpost now. And let's not forget to get that other mineral deposit that we couldn't quite get to last time. Oh. I think we can go from here. Just so we get to see new places, you know. Okay, this seems to be working. Oh no, okay. Nice. Okay. That has got to be the outpost, right? Oh. What are hitting us? Are those? Oh, okay, those are kind of like places where they are shooting us. I think we're dealing with rocket troopers and snipers. Come on, Miko. Just turn this way. Okay, I'm kind of shooting blind here. My only sort of guide is the XP report we got from defeating the enemies. I think we're done. I thought there would be some... Oh, never mind. I thought there would be some sort of, you know, confirmation. Okay. Oh no, there are 2 more enemies. Okay. Yeah, let's just drive in, I guess. Oh my god. Hello. Shh. And the other one is here. Yep. Oh, Geth armatures, I think. Ooh, proper dropship. This would be an interesting thumbnail, I think. Ooh, leveled up. It's been a while. Let's not keep getting shot. Oh, is this gonna continue? Oh my god. I'm driving the Mako so awkwardly. Oh no, we are being shot. Like, I care being shot by foot soldiers, but judging from me evading them, I guess I kinda care, huh? Oh, how good is this? Is this ever gonna end? I almost ran out of shield. Oh. Okay. So this is interesting. This is something new. It's an outdoors battle instead of, well, so far the assignments have usually been indoors, right? Not this time. And I think if it's outdoors, we're just gonna keep using the Miko, I think.
Securing point.
Just because they're fighting on foot doesn't mean that we have to. Nice. I believe that's all we can do this planet, so let's level up first. 2 points for Shepherd. Okay, we're gonna have how many? 12 points, right? Do we want shotguns or sniper rifles on Shepherd? As a shock trooper, it makes more sense. Shotguns makes more sense, I think. But by going here, kind of sealed our fate already, right? Because I believe we have only 12 points left. And by going here, like, it doesn't make sense to go get this and this, because then we would be left with 3 points and we cannot go anywhere from there. I think we should get, yeah, just get the Master Carnage, I think. 250%, 300%. I think that's what we're gonna do, yeah. Okay, Liara, 2 points. Okay, let's upgrade stasis. Advanced stasis makes stasis available for use more often. Nice. And Tally gets Master Marksman. Further increases marksman damage bonuses. That's nice. Okay, and now let's go back to the Normandy. Save our game. And now we travel to the Vamshi system, I believe. The name is. Yep. Ooh, we're gonna see one of those twin suns, guys. Cue the Force theme. I would hum it, but I'm afraid we will be receiving those DMCA notices if I do that. Let's keep going with Tali and Liara, because last time we didn't actually go out of the Mako. Ooh, that's the larger, brighter sun, right? God, this planet, visually striking to say the least. Looks like, well, it looks like hell, or like at least the depictions of it. There it is, the twin stars. But honestly, not quite like what I imagined. What I imagined being Tatooine, of course, but okay, so what do we have here? This is our main destination. So again, to go clockwise, we're gonna go like here first. Are there actually star systems with multiple stars in it? I wonder what sort of effects having multiple stars have to the planets in the system. Okay, we're dealing with turrets here. All the way up there. Guess I'm too far. Oh, actually no. I just need to keep going. Okay. Let's get this mineral deposit first. Oh. I thought all these turrets lead to the mineral deposit, but no, I saw. Come on. Okay.
All clear.
It says magnesium. This is a, well, magnesium deposit. Okay, there it is, one of the turrets. Ooh. The jump was useless. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay. Oh, I got another one here. Oh. Okay. I believe that's all of the turrets. Now let's move to this point of interest. Ooh. Got jammed again. Oh no, this is our destination. What am I doing? We're not going here just yet. Yeah, That's the Geth outpost. Let's travel here first. We always leave the main destination for last. Okay. It was nice that we broke the fall, so that everybody didn't die. You know, for all the talk that the Legendary Edition improved on the Mako's handling, did it also improve on how the Mako would behave when airborne? Because I think that's also important, especially with the addition of the frontal boost. Okay, here's our mineral deposit. It's a beryllium. Actually, how are we doing on money? Okay. This must be so bright for you guys, huh? Twin suns, guys. Okay. Let's actually go toward this debris. Oh, there's an anomaly here. Wonder what it is. Oh. I think we have yet to get a particularly good angle for the twin suns. Odd skull. Discovery. This massive skull is scored by deflected mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology files in your hard soup computer can't identify the species. It must have been brought here from an unknown world. Oh.
You lead, I'll follow.
From what world, I wonder? What about this anomaly? Wonder what it is. Ooh. Oh. That was hard to notice, I think. Okay. Turian insignia recovered. This strange-looking sensor has some ancient gravity scribbled on it. It appears to be marked with the Edison colony insignia. Okay. Oh. Okay. And what's next? We're kind of back here again. That's kind of nice. A little bit too much to the left. Yeah, I enjoy looking at the celestial bodies from these planets we're exploring. Like when we were on Pressrop looking onto Clendagon, I think, if I remember correctly. And also the other few planets we've been fortunate enough to be able to do this on. For some reason the neighboring celestial bodies always look so, well, so good, so majestic. Okay, there's a another mineral outpost. Oh, there it is. It's thorium. Okay. Rare element of thorium surveyed. Nice. Now, I think we can go to that outpost. Interesting, in this planet, on this planet, there's no fights with the Geth other than near the main destination. Let's just retrace our steps, and I believe that will lead us back, or not lead us to the outpost. Yep, we're getting jammed again. Though I think last time we didn't get jammed. We were not jammed until we were much closer than this, right? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, 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 no. Miko's strong, but it's good to be careful, you know. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, it's an armature. Oh, Colossus. Whew. You. Come on, Colossus.
2 outposts done. We're halfway there.
Well, this one has no Geth dropship. Oh, here it is. The best view is actually from the outpost. Look at this, guys. If I can just... Look at that. It looks amazing. It looks simply amazing. The twin suns. Okay, let's return to the Normandy. Okay, I think we can wrap this episode here for now. So to recap, we traveled to the Armstrong Nebula cluster to investigate the Geth incursions that has been happening, and I thought we would only need to travel to one planet and take care of the assignment, but apparently there are 4 planets in which there are outposts that we need to take out, and we've been to 2 in this episode, and earlier in this episode we explored the Armstrong Nebula cluster and all the systems within it. So in the next episode we're gonna do the rest of the assignments, and hopefully in the episode after that we can start with doing the Bring Down the Sky DLC. I'm kinda excited for that actually. I don't quite remember that DLC, though I don't think that means that the DLC is bad or boring. It's just, again, I don't remember it. So I'm looking forward to rediscovering the events that go down in the DLC. And yeah, so far during these assignments related to the Geth, we have yet to actually get out of the Mako and take care of them. I wonder if the next 2 assignments will have like some sort of indoor fights incorporated within them. But yeah, that would be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end of the video, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you on the next one. So goodbye for now, and I hope you have the greatest day. See ya!